is going to be just fine to retreat. Bottom lane, Carlo is still being chased down just a little bit. In fact, I say a little bit, it's quite a lot of damage coming out onto Carlo, and he's gone! Zai with the Soul Assumption will get the job done, but is not going to die. Kind of goes to show though, if Insania leaves the lane, there's going to be a hell of a lot of harassment the way of the Luna. Now, Insania, he'll make his way back over, trying to get Shanks. Blood Grenade did actually land, and it might actually be enough. He'll try to tango up through the damage, and he's barely going to survive. 7 HP on the Mirana.
Get the tower pressure with his faster 6, and there's really not much the Ember does there.
Oh, Tino, he's blocked in. He'll quell the tree eventually. There was a lot of damage taken while he was stuck at that top lane, and he's down. I'm not sure if his...
The Meepo in the early levels here is not going to feel comfy. They are getting aggressive bot.
Yeah, Carlo gonna drop Palos. Barely able to survive as Tino has rotated with the double Meepos. Boxy's gonna be the target. Zai, though, he kills off Palos! Oh no, this is not the start execration needed. 0 to 5 already. With a draft of Team Liquid, the way they can force down these tier 1s, this is not going to be an easy game considering how bad the laning stage is going, as Bob's going to go into the mid lane. They will try, but what is happening? The arrow just completely whiffed from Shanks. Laning stage is just not going well for Palos at all. 24 CS on the Morphling.
Oh,
meanwhile, mid lane, Bob's going to die again on the Ember. That's Nisha just taking him out on the Dragon Knight, and while Nisha is level 7. That's how badly the mid lane went. As Palos is being dived again down to the bottom lane, this Morphling set to fall really is running quite low on strength now. Will barely survive, but not for long as Palos is gone. Carlo cannot help on this position 5 Enigma. There's just no play he can make to keep Palos alive. And Liquid, they are just choking out the side of Execration already as mid lane Bob!
What's happening? Ancient Seal threat from Boxy there every single time. He's got an Enigma support that doesn't do much.
Mid lane, arrow is going to land. Nisha is a bit of a tanky boy though with that max Dragon Blood. He's still alive, still fighting back, still going. Bob's the one to go! Boxy, he could be in trouble now because Carlo's rotated. But he's still running. Tino, he'll move in with the poofs out. Eventually Boxy will drop. Tino able to get a double kill. But it is still at the cost of Bob. It is a win for Execration though, a pretty big win that they needed.
I suppose you'll have the Meepo fling, but I don't know if that's good enough.
Yeah, maybe Meepo fling on the way soon. Bob, being chased down here by Insania, has the hand. But he might regret that. They didn't even need Nisha, John. That impetus was enough.
2 to 11. Bot tier 2 siege begins. It doesn't take too long to push in up against a Morphling.
What Morphling?
Yeah, nah.
What Morphling?
Alright. 13 minutes Execration. You have 1 minute to decide to call. I suppose if you want to beat the record. Mega Meepo is just not enough. Roshan set the fall fairly quick. You've got Mika around as well. You've got maxed out Lunar Blessing. Objectives do just melt with all that damage coming out. Jeez.
But how are they taking Roshan with 3 heroes and Palos is still dying with 5 heroes around him? Oh, that's just not good. Like, they get the tier 1 bottom tower, but it's just... They're not finding any kind of advantage to Execration, and Team Liquid, they are just running over them. This is more like the classic Team Liquid we're used to seeing. Because now Bob gets taken out.
It's now an Execration's draft is really not so much the offlane Meepo as Tino does get caught out.
Yeah. Tino, he's alive. He's going to try and fight back here. They've got the Skywrath Mage down, so a nice start here against Boxy. Seems like the one crutch for Liquid right now is the Moonlight Shadow, though apparently not now because the Sentry is down. Tino, he's going to go for the Mega Meepo. Meanwhile, mid lane, a Black Hole is out. They've caught 2 targets. In fact, it may have been 3. Zai is going to try and fight back, but they've lost the Aegis. On Mickey, still he's looking to turn back around here with Zai. They'll lock down Bob there for a moment. Bob.
Significant time, so they can start to clump up. Liquid playing pretty fragmented, but are still in the hunt.
Palos gonna run. Strength Morph is there. He'll be slowed up by Zai. In comes the Eclipse. Palos is just melting. Tips out from Nisha to Mickey. I don't quite blame him. Mike's had a very clean game on the Luna.
Just keep going. What's there to threaten? The Mega Meepo? You got all your heroes here. You have enough damage now.
Arrow's gonna land on Zai. Shank's finding a decent angle, but it's not gonna slow things down too much. In goes Tino, completely stunned up. Tino goes for the Mega Meepo, barely able to survive through this. Tino, he'll keep going. They're onto the Luna now. Mike dropping decently low, but still has about half his HP. He'll turn back around now. Tino in the Mega Meepo, again in trouble. He's gonna have the Invis to survive. He'll silence him up though. The Mega Meepo going down. The harder they go up, the harder they fall. It seems it's Palos. Palos trying to run. Palos. He's in the middle of nowhere, John. Palos is down. So is Carlo by the looks of it. Carlo just standing in the same position with the Shadow Amulet. But Insania eventually going to have a sentry. We'll find him. And probably will get his life. Yeah, they will. Nisha's got it. 20 minutes.
He is going for the Lincolns. Again, we're talking about like a 10 to 15 minute stall here, Mike. It's hard to see that happening.
They're pushing bottom lane. And they're just killing Palos top lane. Like, this is how easy this game just became for Team Liquid. Tier 3 tower's gone. It has not been defended. The familiars themselves are getting disturbed. Against 4 heroes, or rather 3 heroes from EXECRATION. Now 4. Bob's gonna come in. Palos will buy back. Team Liquid going after Tino. He's got the Mega Meepo available, but the Eclipse is gonna fly in from Mike. Going onto Tino. He'll just move the Meepos around, moving back in onto the end. Insania is just fine, so instead they'll turn their attention to Boxy, but they are starting to melt on the side of EXECRATION. Carlo's down. Shanks is down. Tino, he's trying his best to fight back. It's no good. It is no good. GG. 22.5 minutes. The game is over. Game 1 going the way of Team Liquid. EXECRATION. And there's no two ways about it. After this laning stage, they still know.
He's always got the self-dispel. You're not going to be able to trade directly with Slark either. But with your insatiable hunger, because you're just giving Mike more essence shifts, they already find first blood.
Yeah, there goes Carlo. That's the event. It's looking very, very strong to start. The mid lane, Nisha and Bob going at it here on the Batrider Storm. So far, pretty even. Bob finding himself 1 CS ahead. Bottom. Oh boy, there we go. Insania finding Tino on the Broodmother already as well. Not something you expect to see. Manny would just sit there for now. It seems like Insania all top lane. In top lane, Carlo is gone. Palos at least trying to take Zai with him. Palos got to be somewhat careful though. Does still have some strength more to get away with this, and in fact, he doesn't even need it.
3-0 start. I do like that EXECRATION has some play back. I think it's a little bit risky for Palos to show it a Boundless.
Oh
Why?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Boxy just saw the easiest kill.
He knew he had that spell. That's how they ran down Carlo a while ago.
Yeah.
Before that death by the tier 1. He held on to it.
Well, Zai might go down. Zai caught out. He's going to go for some stick charges as Boxy does try for the deny but can't find it. So at least EXECRATION going to find a way to punish Liquid. They will get a double kill for Palos. Mid.
That makes it a little bit better.
Nisha also in trouble is going to go down. So EXECRATION getting it together.
Last time around, it's a lot rougher. Good rotation out from Shanks. They've got much more impact from the supports now. Although Shanks could pay for this with his life, but wouldn't mind. He's had impact. And Insania finding the kill, it's not the biggest deal in the world.
Yeah, he'll go down. Insania having a fantastic time with EXECRATION in this game too.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Problem is though, your Slark's getting complete free farm, and now mid lane, Bob's going for a very aggressive jump in, and he's gonna pay for it. I mean, props to Bob. He knew he had a huge spike with the level 3 sticky napalm, but Insania was in the right place at the right time, and just takes him out.
And that's more than enough space now to hit parity with level 6 timing. So now you can't necessarily threaten him with a lasso.
Top lane.
Carlo again.
They do. Palos at least going to take down Zai, but no, it was a deny from Boxy. They will still get the other Wisdom Rune anyway. Zai will pick that one up for his team. Boxy though, looking to set up onto the Spider, has found Tino, and Tino just gets destroyed. Nisha with a nice rotation as well on the Storm, ensuring they get that kill very simply. We'll just take the stacks while he's at it. Bit of a consolation prize here for Liquid on top. Shanks, don't make it any worse. Foxy's gonna move in. They're gonna try and fight this one out. But Bob, already dropping low. He might find Insania, but he needs his own way out of this team fight. Bob! Oh, he's not gonna make it.
Come on, get out of here.
Mickey will take him out.
Out to freeform up top. Has the Morbid mask up, so is gonna start playing in the jungle quite comfortably.
Jump in. Tino, gonna be fine. Shanks trying to turn this one around, keeping tabs on Boxy, but Boxy is just tree jumping his way out. They'll get the glimpse at least. Boxy now forced to fight, but Nisha, he will rotate on the Storm. Tino's the one to go down, and they will deny off Boxy. Nothing going the way of Execration.
Level 6 up on Insania. He can sustain these dives from Nisha with a smoke here.
Yeah, that he can. They're gonna head over to the bot lane. Tino probably gonna be targeted again. Lasso in the meantime is up top lane. Zai was caught out, but bottom lane's where all the action's happening. Shanks is down, Zai is still running, is gonna drop. So action all across the map. Turns out Execration, they do find the better trade up top. Zai going down, gonna feel very good here for Bob and
Radiant's
Palos.
top tower is under attack.
They might even find Boxy. Boxy trying to go after Bob with the Wukong's command. Not going to have quite enough, but Nisha does join in. Vortex out, lock him down with the Nether Blast. It's enough damage. Bob is gone. Carlo is also gone. You might find at least Insania. Nisha in the meantime, going to try and fight back. Needs to zip away. Is quite low on mana. The glimpse back will be there. Maybe they do have Nisha. And they will. Execration. Getting some very nice trades here in the mid lane. Showing some signs of life.
Out from Bob with a travel sup. You've got a Broodmother who can dance around as well. It's not the smoothest of times for you as Pugman to feel safe here. They are smoking out as well.
Okay. Very aggressive play from Mickey. He'll get caught. Shanks is there with the Static Storm. Mickey now going to fall on the Slark as Execration group up bottom lane, and they find themselves a very, very valuable pick-off. They will see the Slark, but instead it seems like they've gone for Insania. Pugner a much easier target, though Nisha is going to rotate. Tino will be targeted. Nice little lasso there from Bob. Into the Static Storm now. Catching out two of them, but Nisha, he got knocked back. The Flame Break knocked him out. Boxy now will go for a Wukong's command, finding Tino. That's going. Mickey, he has the Diffusal Blade, so now Carlo's been caught out. They'll find a Veno on top of the Broodmother kill they got. Overall, a pretty rough team fight once again for Execration. The momentum now, they want to head down bottom where Tino and Shanks again are hanging around. Zai's going to find Shanks, but he wants Tino. Shanks going to try TP away, but the vacuum is there. I love that from Zai. He was literally just ignoring Shanks until he started TPing. And Shanks was under vision the whole time, so they always knew when the TP was going to come.
Entrance here from Liquid. On the side of Execration, do manage to back off. And again, for Execration, this is a stall game. It's all to wait for Palos to be ready.
Carlo gets caught. Foxy actually maybe going a bit too far because Palos will take him out. Meanwhile, Mickey on the cliff. He's a little bit short. He's going to TP out and he does make it. Carlo. Tino. He's so close to the Helm of the Overlord recipe. He needs 10 gold. He needs 10 gold. Just give him the time. 5 more gold. 5 more gold. There we go. He's got it, but he doesn't buy it. He didn't buy it in time. Oh no. He had like 0.2 of a second to buy it. It's around that time now where Palos, considering he has a Skadi timing, he goes for the Aghanim Scepter. And that's the big power spike for the Morph deck.
That's where it gets scary. Liquid needs to start playing a little bit more active now.
Zip in. Nisha immediately wants that Aegis off Palos. They might just have it. Palos! He'll waveform away for now. But Nisha is on the chase and Palos is looking to go down very, very early. So they are still trying to get him out, but he is down. Jump in though, Bob. He'll get a lasso. Insania is the one to get caught out. Now a Static Storm just to ensure the Pugner's gone. That's one down. But that's about it. Nisha, he'll keep going for more. He's found Bob and the Bat Rider. That's your mid back gone. It's Mickey. We'll jump in. Tino's completely out of mana. He'll stick charge up. He'll make it out for now. Foxy in the meantime, getting caught, gets a boundless. There's your vacuum, onto 2. Meanwhile, Palos getting low again. needs to walk out, but he'll go for the man fight against Mickey, trying his best. Palos still trying, has found the Slark. Has he got more in him? He is trying. Zai going lower and lower. Palos still trying for this. Zai about to fall, is going to go down as Nisha's going to keep trying, but Palos is manning up. What a giga chat. I had zero faith that was going to work, John, but Palos, what a manly man.
Radiant are scanning.
They'll deny the tier 1 bottom tower. Liquid, they are still waiting to try and initiate. Foxy, he'll get into the high ground, but he's been caught out. He didn't expect the Venom wards. Foxy, he'll get the Wukong's command, but it seems like he is as good as dead. That's one down. Execration, they'll keep going. Zai, he's being the target. Palos will pounce back. Zai in the meantime got glimpsed. Vacuum is out. It's on 3, but not through the wall, so Palos is still perfectly fine to survive through this, as they'll go onto the spider instead. Tino, he'll walk his way out. Palos moving back in. Liquid, they are still trying, but now the lasso, it's caught Nisha. He'll zip away though. It doesn't last long enough. As Nisha still getting life drained here by Insania. Gonna give him plenty of HP. He'll 4-staff away Bob. Jumping back out is Mickey, as they are not finding the opportunity they've been looking for.
Vac into the wall. Zai just forced to try to keep some control of it. Zai?
They haven't got Lasso to play with here, John. So Zai, he can go for a run, but they've got the glimpse back. Kinetic Field is not going to hold him down. Foxy now here. Nisha will join. Who do they want? They found Palos, but the Manta is there. Palos still jumping his way out. He'll take the Monkey King form. It's not really the one he wanted, but he'll be forced to play with it. Meanwhile, Bob still trying to run on the Bat Rider. Should go down to Nisha, but they're trapped in the Kinetic Field, but no. Nisha still gets it. The Witch's Blade doing enough damage over time. It's now Boxy in the backside. Finding Tino. Somehow still alive thanks to Insania. Back on the Veno they go. Carlo's gonna get caught out. Tino, he will make it. Execration is now the tier 2 tower. It's gonna be focused down by Liquid. They've smoked up. They'll head their way over. Mickey on the front line. He'll go right onto Shanks. 4-staff away. Static Storm drop, but Shanks is gonna drop immediately. Meanwhile, Boxy going on to Bob on the backside, forcing the BKB TP out. They've lost the Bat Rider in this fight now, so Nisha, he can just keep going. He'll find Carlo on the Venomancer. And that should be a secondary support. So not the craziest team fight, but Liquid, they will find themselves a support duo for their time. Enough for me.
Yeah, that's more than enough for Liquid at the release. They
more.
still are chasing.
Yeah, long zip from Nisha. That's a much bigger target. They're going to find Tino. Palos, he's going to jump in and try to help Tino out. Mickey, he'll pop the Shadow Dance, try to survive through this as Tino is finally going to drop on Palos. Understanding he cannot continue, we'll have to leave the area. But that's a 3-for-0 trade in the...
Not the shortest cooldown, although a minute in between, it's not the biggest deal. They find Box.
This might not be the fight though. Liquid, they are around the area. They'll make the jump in. Boxy is down, but Liquid, I think they can keep this fight going if they really want to. And they're thinking about it. They're rushing forward again. Nisha, he's gonna find Bob on the Bat Rider. Bob immediately burst it down. Onto Shanks they go. The Disruptor, no way out. Like the nice vacuum now, finding Palos. That's the huge one. Palos, gotta find a way to fight this one out. Jumps onto Mickey, trying to go after the Slug, but Palos, I think he needs to jump out of here. He'll go for the man fight again. He'll pounce towards the left, but the Vortex from Nisha, gonna hold him down. Execration, they are still trying to fight this one out with 4 heroes. They're doing a decent job of it, but Tino needs to back out. Nisha's just too much. He's too much on the Storm. He'll finally run out of mana, but they will lose Carlo on top. And in fact, it looks like Shanks will be going down with Carlo. It's the support duo. They just can't live without each other, apparently. Shanks will drop. And this is why you really don't want to give Pugna Storm away. Mid lane again, Liquid. They're going to group up. I'll start with the mid-tier 2 tower push. Bob looking for a lasso opportunity, has been caught out. Boxy right out with the Boundless Strike is going to take him down. Not a good start for the defense of Execration. Go towards the north and go towards that mid-tier 3 tower. Nisha, he's got a double damage, so he'll get started. Nice juke out on the stun. Jump in on Tino. They found the Brood Mother. Tino immediately just destroyed.
Lasso ready.
Here we go. Mid-rats going down. Bob will respawn. Tino does have buyback. They've got the punch out of the Morphling.
Oh my god.
Palos, he gets destroyed. It's Liquid. into the tier 4 towers. Look at Mickey. No fear in the world. He's going for everything. He'll wait in the depth shroud. He'll wait in the wake. Find another opportunity. It's not coming yet, but Tino. Not again. Tino's gone. Onto more. The back wall is out on 2. Bob is going right back to the graveyard. On for more they go. Mickey. Right by the fountain. They've got the disruptor. Palos. Palos, what can he do? He's trying to fight, but there's no fight to come. Rampage for Mickey. Can we make it a double? Do they want to dive the fountain for a double Rampage shot? The answer is no. But they don't need it. GG is called. Get Execration out of here. Liquid, a 2-0 victory. Just such a dominant series from their end. Props to Execration, John. They make game 2 a little bit